Started. Cool. Yes, it seems the recording started. So it is the 8th of November, 2024, and we are on UX Research Call number 41. And this focus will be on the UX Research Toolkit. We've got a few African UX designers here. So nice to have you. I'd love it if you guys could just say hi. Because we will be using this UX research toolkit at the boot camp. So it's super nice that you guys will be here. We'll just do a quick round of introductions and then I'm going to hand it over to Paulo because he's going to present something to us, an idea that he has about the UX research toolkit. So UX designers from Africa, say hi. Feel free to just give a quick hi.
Hi everyone, Loic from Benin.
Nice to have you here.
Hi everyone, this is Oladimeji from Nigeria.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brenda from Kenya.
Hi, Brenda from Kenya.
Hello, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Musanga from Kenya.
Hey, Elizabeth from Kenya. So yeah, the focus on this call is improving the Bitcoin UX research toolkit in any way we can. So I'm going to hand it over to Paulo because he has an idea that he'd love to share with us.
Thank you very much, Mo. Yes, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Paulo, I forget. I just dived straight in. The
Yeah.
other people on this call have no background or framework or reference point about the UX research toolkit. So it's okay with you. I'm going to do a very quick introduction. Because just to bring a little bit of familiarity, I'll just take 2 minutes. So the Bitcoin, when I first joined the Bitcoin ecosystem a few years ago, very little to no research was being done in the ecosystem when products were being built, specifically Bitcoin wallets. And so we came up with this idea to create this toolkit that's focused on doing research on Bitcoin products, specifically Bitcoin wallets. And we built this toolkit in public about 2 years ago, if I'm correct. And this toolkit was built by a lot of people. The audience for the toolkit, I'm just going to share a screenshot here.
Thank you very much. Let's see if I'm able to share my screen. All right. It looks like I'm sharing, right? You can see it. Okay. So a little bit about myself first. I'm Paulo Sacramento. I'm from Brazil, but I live in Germany, in this very, very cold place. And yeah, have been working as a user experience researcher and designer for the past 5 to 4 years. And as a user experience designer, sometimes or very often, I had this feeling that, oh, it would be so cool if I was a developer, if I could write code myself and could build prototypes and or build the applications that I have on my mind. And recently, I found out more about Claude and about Cursor, which are tools that allow you and me, and people like us that are not so code, yeah, are not that are not coders to build their own stuff. And one of the things that I have always wanted to build for myself is to have kind of a dashboard with different user experience research methods that I could be filtered. And like on a day-to-day basis, sometimes I find myself in situations in which I think, oh, we have a problem like this. Which methods could I use to solve this issue? And then this happens very often. And then I thought, hey, maybe I should use one of these tools to just to try to build it myself. And that's what I've came up with a tool called Method Match. Find the right UX method for the research. Here you have like you can filter the different methods by question. You can say maybe the question that I'm trying to answer with this method is, for example, what features do people want? Once you click on it, you will have the methods that can help you find out or to answer this. And not only that, you can also filter the different methods by design phase. You can say, okay, I want to please show. It's like as if I'm telling the system just to show me methods that are usually used in the planning phase or in the design phase and the release phase. And here you also have the analysis focus. Sometimes we work with methods that are more qualitative, in which you're trying to understand the why and to explain some behaviors. Or sometimes you also have methods that are quantitative, in which you are kind of measuring how many and finding patterns. You also have methods that fit both. Like, for example, the usability testing is a very known method in which you combine both analysis focus. So you can also filter the methods by data collection. You can say, okay, I want to have information or to use a method that will help me understand better my problem by using data that is based on information that I collected directly from the users. Or you can also have methods that are more analytical, in which an expert will be evaluating and trying to tackle this problem. And the two last options are related to cost and to time. You can say, okay, I want something that is very cheap, it's not going to cost too much, and can I say, it can be cheap, but it doesn't need to be it can be a medium, so to say, in terms of time, or you can just filter also using these different properties. And once I built it, I thought, okay, maybe it would be good if the design, the UX, between UX Research Toolkit also could display the methods that are available in a dashboard like this. That is the idea that I had in my mind, and that's all. It was Cursor. Yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea what you can build with this. You have no idea. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will. I'm sorry, but I'm not using my main computer. That's why I'm not going to be able to do that. But on another call, I can get everything set up. It will be a pleasure to share it with you. It will be. Yep. Yeah. Let's do this. Because it's absolutely amazing what you can do with this. Absolutely amazing. It's live. This is live. It's not a. This is a prototype, of course, but it's here. Schlaumaus.com method match. You can all. Let me share the link with you. You can all access it and test it, and suggest changes, and The first thing that I've learned, it's important to communicate to Claude in a way that he understands and pay attention to um, certain terms and certain. For example, I always mention one of the things that I tell Claude is that I want to have a single file that I can just copy and paste, and everything will be transported with it. So usually I'm saying this because usually when you go to Claude or to V0, for example, which is another tool that you can use to build applications like that, you will it will generate the code in a way that you cannot just copy and paste stuff. You need to have a setup with usually with React and with a lot of dependencies in which you have a lot. You need to have a lot of things that are already set up to push this live, so to say. And with Claude, I usually say, "Hey, I want to build an application, um, or something like generate the full code, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS for an application that does the following." Then describe how I imagine that the application works, and I step by step I just go in and try to suggest little changes. And something that is also super important is to mention or to tell the kind of framework that you want to use. And one of the frameworks that I've been using a lot is Tailwind. There is another one called Buma CSS. Buma is awesome for this. And once you tell it, you can go and say you're actually designing by like with prompts, because you can say, okay, I want a block like this, and you can mention you can go to the documentation of the CSS framework and tell it specifically what kind of component you want to be added to your application, and how you imagine that the alignment will look like, and the kind of links that you want, the icons. You can actually go describing it step by step, and it will allow you to build the application. And what yeah, yeah. This is nuts, guys. This is nuts. This is nuts. Yeah, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I was exactly like you. I was exactly like you. I was like, oh my god, I can write, I can build software now. Yeah, that is so cool. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It was a project that helped me to learn to use the tools. And one thing that I would like to add is that once I build the basic on Claude, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's Claude.ai. I just copy and paste the whole code into Cursor. And Cursor, the problem with Claude is that every time you make an iteration, every time you tell it to change something, it kind of rewrites the entire code, and very often new kind of bugs are introduced into the software. So with Cursor, this is something that doesn't happen so often, and you see specifically which parts of the code are being changed. You can see you have like this diff, and you see, okay, this these lines, in these lines of the code, this is being removed, this is being added, and then you can see you can be more have this granular control of the software that you're building. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, specifically to the point where it comes on, I had a lot of bookmarks, and I had this page from Measuring You, which is a very known website when it comes to mainly it has a lot of good information and reference articles related to user experience research methods that are more quantitative, and it titled Four Ways to Pick the Right UX Method. And here there are some different ways of thinking about this, of approaching. You can kind of, one of the approaches to say, okay, I'm going to filter my, or try to find out the right UX method depending on the development phase that I'm currently in, or on the analysis focus, or in the data collection type, or regarding time and money. And at the end, there's this summary. There's kind of this table where you can see all the different methods. And I thought, oh my God, this is awesome. This could be an application. And yeah, and that's yeah, that was my inspiration. That was the basis that I had, and the thing that I used to serve as a reference for how to build method match, and the specific way in which it will fit the UX research toolkit. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just thought that um, it can be a different way of visualizing all the different methods that you have. You know, you can kind of, so it could even be an extra uh, option here where you have overview, methods overview, or something like that. I you know yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be integrated everywhere. It can be like can be kind of a sub product, I think. And yeah, and the cool thing is this is built in a way that you can just copy and paste what you have. You can just, for example, the data is retrieved, the data related to the different methods retrieved from a JSON file that could be also be certainly copied to the server here where the website UX Research Toolkit's been hosted. So, and then you have like this HTML file, and it's super, will be super easy to transport it and to turn it into, and to change the styling so that it also fits the styling of the actual website. Mhm.
Okay. So I was saying I'm kind of used to it because working with art is this is how it is working with art. No, 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 on transcript and TLDR.
Oh, I was actually going to say same thing because I was on the call with Art the other day, and then we had to like do this where he just randomly threw those questions in, and we just had to do it. So it's actually fun. I mean, yeah, it's fun. Right.
Yeah, this was quite the challenge. It was fun. It was very fun, and I had just found myself going back to the toolkit and also checking out Breeze. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Hi, Mogasni. Do we just create like other sticky notes just below these ones for that? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it was excellent. Thank you very much. I just wanted to explain the question of Uma. I'm not sure if I understand it. If you could explain it.
Oh, yes. So what I noticed was on method match, those questions are predefined. So you have no way to like ask different kind of questions. So I'm wondering, that's why I asked how will this work in terms of execution? Is this something that, okay, if I have like a question already in mind and I'm not seeing it there, is it possible to just type it in and maybe get a response later or something? It's just an idea I have, so I want to know how that would work. Yes. No, not really. In terms of, yeah, probably that, but in terms of, okay, maybe this is already in the toolkit, but it is not understandable in the questioning. So I can ask it in a way and it brings out sections from the toolkit that already has those information. Does that work? Probably.
Mm.
Yes, exactly. This is what I was talking about.
That's cool. That's a very interesting idea. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Love it. Oh, great. Yeah. Really cool. Yep, absolutely. Sounds excellent. Thank you, guys. Count me in. Yeah, let's do this. Cool. Yeah, very good. Let's do this. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.